So here we are, another episode of the Snob magazine, and today we have the ambassador for Glenfiddich, and it is Mitch Bichard, right? Is that it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so what do we have here in front of us?
Well, I brought a couple of, as we like to say in Scotland, cheeky wee selections for you.
Okay.
So what I thought we would have a look at was some of our older expressions, and we've actually got a brand new, kind of hot off the press release as well with regards to Glenfiddich.
Wow,
that I
okay.
brought in for you. So it's a one-off bottling, never to be repeated again.
Really,
Yeah.
really.
Wow.
In terms of a connoisseur, I'm not a connoisseur of Scotch, so what should I be looking for in terms of good quality, high quality, something really expressive? What can you tell me about that?
I mean, well, the first thing you always do with a good quality single malt is on the nose. You know, give it a good nose, see what's going on in there. I mean, the interesting thing about Scotch whisky is when we produce it, when it comes off the still, it's going to be exactly the same. So
Okay.
how we're going to affect it really depends on the maturation stage of it.
Okay.
We say around about 60 to 70% of our characteristic is going to come from maturing our Scotch whisky and the type of casks that we're going to use.
Okay.
So, and as we work through these Glenfiddichs, you'll see that difference coming out from the different expressions, as we like to call them.
Okay. You know what? Let's jump right into it.
So I'm going to start you off with the Glenfiddich 15-year-old.
Okay.
Now you know the glasses that we're using are a little bit different from your normal Scotch glass that you'll get.
Okay.
These are a family-run business back in Scotland called Glencairn Crystal.
Okay.
And these are kind of the industry standard now for nosing and tasting a single malt Scotch whisky, because what you've got is this tapered top to it, so it's going to funnel all the aromas. You're going to start to really get a great idea about what's going on in the actual bottle. So what you have in your hand right now is unique. There's no other single malt Scotch whisky like this in the world.
Wow. Okay.
With the 15-year-old, we know that we can influence the flavour through maturation.
Okay.
So what we did was we built this huge Solera vat. We took a little bit of inspiration from over in Spain. And this Solera vat is around about 11,000 gallons in size.
Wow.
Made from Oregon pine. It sits in our number 8 warehouse. And this is used to marry all the flavours of Glenfiddich together. So
Okay.
we pulled 3 different types of cask. Brand new American wood, ex-bourbon, and European wood. Pull that liquid out, put it into this huge Solera vat, where it sits there to marry.
Okay.
So what it's going to produce is this fantastic marriage of flavours. If you nose this right now, what you're going to experience is this incredible honey note coming through, very rich fruits. You get a punch of vanilla in there as well.
Okay.
Let's give it a taste and see
All
what
right.
happens.
Cheers. Wow, that's really smooth. And you know what? Myself not being a Scotch guy at all, so I'm going to tell you right off the bat. First time I drank Scotch was, I don't know what it was. It was served to me and it was awful. It was just a bad experience, and from that bad experience, I never wanted to have it again. But this is great. I mean, for those of you who don't drink Scotch, this is fabulous. Really smooth, really smoky. I got a good smoke flavor on it. Again, the ripe fruits really go down well, and it's not hot, so you're not going to have the astringency of a strong alcohol. I mean, am I on target with that?
Spot on, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
you know, exactly right. And for people that have never tried Scotch whisky before, this is the one that I will always go to.
Okay.
Because for me, it's exactly like you say. It's very smooth going down. You get a little bit of heat in your belly just right at the end.
Yeah.
What we call our Scottish central heating.
Okay.
But for me, it picks up right in the front of the tongue as well. That sweetness, that honeyedness that you were talking about comes through in the palate.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
You know, one of the things I always say to people is don't always go by age.
Okay.
Don't look at the numbers on the bottle.
Okay.
Rather go by your personal preference. It's interesting what you said. It's not, you know, a lot of people say to me, I don't like Scotch. What I always say back is, well, it's not that you don't like Scotch, you just haven't found the right one for you yet.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense.
So with this is the 18-year-old that we're going to look at now. Because we age everything on site, one of the advantages that really gives us is we've got very close control as to what's going on in the casks.
Okay.
So with the 18-year-old, we do it in very much a small batch process. Around about 120 casks year on year are hand selected to go into the 18.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are we looking for here?
Well, for me, I think the interesting thing that I always get from the 18-year-old is almost this creamy nose. It's like for me, it's like a creme brulee nose.
Okay.
Mixed in, there's a little bit green apple going on there as well.
Yeah, I smell some tartness to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
A little bit more of that oakiness, obviously, that you'd expect.
Okay.
It's around about 22% bourbon, European wood that we've used for the 18-year-old.
Okay.
And the rest is ex-bourbon casks.
Oh, okay. All right, let's see how this one goes down. I'm getting a lot of the almost a lanolin flavor to it. I can see the creaminess. When you said creme brulee, that really comes to the forefront. I can taste some sugar in it.
Mm-hmm.
Real sweet. Oh, it goes down. It goes down even better than the 15.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know what? It's just it's a real bouquet. I think the 15 is great, but this one, the 18, really is bringing a lot bigger flavor. It's almost like an explosion in my mouth of flavors. I can feel it all over my palate.
Very long finish, lingering finish.
Yeah,
It just
completely.
hangs there, very viscous in the mouth.
No, this is fabulous. It's fabulous. I am a convert now.
There we go.
I'm done. I'm done. Let's move on. God, it's only going to get better.
Okay, so move on to the 21-year-old.
21. Okay, and what am I looking for here?
Well, I mean, the interesting thing for me is on the nose of the 21, I almost pick up this. It's like a new leather smell.
Okay.
That comes through a little bit, but definitely molasses. These sugary notes.
Yeah.
Again, that rich fruit.
I'm getting a real jammy flavor to it. I smell a lot of sugar, a lot of residual sugar in it. Yeah, like syrup, maple syrup.
Yeah.
It's all over it.
Dark chocolate espresso, hence the serve with the espresso that I was chatting about.
Yeah,
earlier on.
I'm getting some caramel notes on it. That new leather, that's a good term. Yeah, thank you for coming. This is great. What else?
Thanks
What
for
else have
having
you
me.
got?
Well, the next one I'm pretty excited about because this,
Okay.
this is our new release. So there's this beautiful black bottle here. This is our Glenfiddich Snow Phoenix.
Okay.
Just recently launched. When did we launch this now? It was around about the start of the year. Where the name actually comes from was a photograph that was taken that you can see very clearly on the packaging. And there was a hole in one of the warehouse roofs and it was in the shape of a bird. So when we looked at that,
Oh wow.
that's where the name came from.
Oh really?
Phoenix, yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's wonderful. What a great story. You know,
It
you
is.
don't hear that.
But the incredible thing, if you look at the colour of this, it's got this beautiful
Oh, look
light
at that.
golden colour to it.
Yeah, almost a straw color.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looks like a wine to me. It looks like almost like a Chardonnay.
Yeah.
Wow, this is great.
This is what we call a cask strength single malt Scotch whisky.
Okay.
Unchill filtered cask strength, and what I mean by that is the liquid has been taken straight from the cask, straight into the bottle. But on the nose, absolutely beautiful. For me, you get some of these characteristics that we've just experienced within the 15 and the 18. There's that honeyed note coming through, punches of vanilla in there as well. Lovely bouquet. If you think about almost like this floral bouquet, roses.
See how it is on the palate.
And the incredible thing I think about this liquid is it's a great story. The packaging is fantastic on it, and most importantly, the liquid is stunning.
Yeah. Let me take another one of this Snow Phoenix.
Yeah. I mean, this is a one-off bottling with Snow Phoenix as well. Well, we hope it's a one-off. We hope no more of our warehouse roofs collapse.
Yeah, that's going to be an expensive proposition.
So 12,000 bottles are in the US.
Really?
Once it's gone, it's gone.
It's gone. So, you got anything else for us?
Well, we can finish off with the big boy.
Okay.
Got a little bit of 30-year-old in.
Let's do this. Now that I'm a connoisseur of Scotch whiskey.
So when we're looking at any expressions like this, what we talk about is, well, with a 30-year-old at least, it's 1 in 100,000 casks are hand-selected to go into the 30-year-old.
That is a bit of work.
So what I love about this 30-year-old is it's not overcooked. It's still vibrant.
Okay.
You know, you still get this distillery characteristic coming through. You don't just get oak when you nose it and when you taste it. Again, going back to those rich fruits, I get this fig note coming through with the 30-year-old. For me, there's a little bit of that nice floral note that we experienced with the Snow Phoenix comes through as well.
Okay.
But for me, it's so complex in the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So much going on.
Yeah, you know, I'm getting a lot of floral hints. I'm getting a lot of earth in it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a lot of soil. I'm tasting a lot of soil. All right, so this is the 30-year-old.
Mm-hmm. And then when we move up, we've got the 40-year-old, and the 40-year-old is really interesting because we do that in what we call a remnant vatting.
Okay.
So we're on our 6th release now with the 40-year-old. What we did is we kept some of the liquid back from the first release, put it into the second, some back from the second into the third.
Mm-hmm.
Hence the term remnant vatting.
Okay. You know, I can get the fruit on this 30-year-old. This reminds me of, yeah, being in paradise. I'm getting almost well, I am in paradise right now. But I'm getting really tropical fruits. I'm getting pineapple.
Yeah.
Some mango in it because I get the sweetness with the sugar. Yeah, this is really coconut. I'm getting coconut right off the nose. Oh, this is great. This is great. And you know, and just to go over the whole line of them, they really offer something. Each of them offers something different, and it's, you know, and I'm glad that you shared that with everybody. That it's not about the year. It's not about, you know, 30-year-old. Okay, it's automatically going to be better than this, you know, than a 12-year-old. People think, I think the prevailing thought is, oh, a 12-year-old. Well, that just means you can't afford to drink a 30-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, our 12-year-old's actually the most awarded single malt in the world.
Really?
So,
okay.
you know,
Yeah.
that
figure.
says quite a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Where do you define Glenfiddich, and what really separates you guys from the rest?
Yes, I mean, it's a great question. I think for us it really stems back to being the spirit of a pioneer, being the first ones on the scene. That's, for me, you know, it's something that's very pioneering, very original, and we always want to look at new ways of creating those experiences.
Yeah. I'm going to finish this 30. This is fantastic. And people, for anybody out there who does not drink Scotch whiskey, believe me, I was not a fan at all. I'm sorry, but I'm a convert today. It's just, I can go in and I feel so empowered by it all, and I can't thank you enough, because it's intimidating. Like wine, it's very intimidating. And you see people who drink this stuff on a daily basis, maybe not on a daily basis, but they know a lot about it, and there are the purists out there. There's a purist in everything, and they want to browbeat you with their ideas and basically what they like, you know, how they like to drink it, and that's not the case. It's
no, definitely not. You know, and that's what I'm seeing day to day. Definitely a younger audience are starting to drink single malts, and the other interesting thing is the females are really starting to drink, to order single malts in the bar, which is fantastic to see. You know, it's not seen as this macho man's drink anymore as much.
Of course, yeah. You know, and you know, the more you educate people about it, obviously the better consumer you have, and I think that's really happening. That's what we're trying to do here. There's a lot more to it. It's not just, you know, it's not just the guy who's sitting at the bar alone drinking it. You know, it's for everybody. It's a very egalitarian sort of drink, and it's fantastic.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank you very much.
As we say in Scotland, Slange of Ar.
Slange of Ar.